Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louvre here at the Love Messages. So today we are going to do your reading from the 1st to the 10th of January. This is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. In this reading, I'm going to take a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge here is the Hierophant. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Wands upright, okay? So for you, Libra, the first thing that I noticed when I shuffled the cards, the Three of Cups came out, okay? So the Three of Cups is an important bonus message for you that you need to hear. And the message here is that whether you realize this or not, you will be celebrating something soon, okay? This reading is for the next 10 days, so 9 days really, depending on when you're watching this, from the 1st to the 10th. You are going to be celebrating something that you achieve, that you accomplish, or this could be simply somebody who's reconciling with you. You're coming back together with someone. Maybe you recently decided to come back together with someone, or you're waiting to reconcile with someone. Okay, that's the possibility here. We're going to see how this ties into your reading as we go. All right, so for your challenge, Libra, you have the Hierophant. So this is commitment, a marriage, a commitment that's coming into your life. Either you are recently getting over a commitment. This could be a new relationship, maybe an ending of a past relationship, a marriage, take it as it resonates, but there's something here about commitment. Even if it's not marriage, this could be about you finding it challenging to commit yourself to certain things if you don't feel it's in alignment with you. That could also be the case as well. When we clarify your challenge, we're going to get more information on that in a minute. In the recent past for you, Libra, you have the Devil, you have the Chariot, and you have the Emperor. In the recent past, many of you recognized something in your life that was really holding you back. It wasn't creating stability in your life. In fact, it was very draining. It was very overwhelming for you. In fact, it could have been also very confiding for you, okay? Very closed energy that in a way you may have felt, it was very rigid. You may have felt that there was a lot of control in the recent past connected to a relationship for some of you. Some of you could have even been involved in a relationship where it was just purely lust-based. It wasn't really anything more than physical attraction between you and your person here in the past. Others of you may have felt that this person only showed up or came around in your life when they needed something from you, particularly physical attention. So something in the past was not stable the way that you may have felt it needed to be. And as a result of that, you decided to move away from the situation in the past to move towards a more stable environment. Some of you met somebody new here in the past, or maybe you moved to a place that was a lot more stable for you. In the present moment, you have the King of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. I see a relationship in the present moment that's showing up. For many of you, either you're attracting a relationship or you're currently already in a relationship. I do feel that this relationship really holds a lot of love and support in the present moment. And I feel that over time, you and this person are going to become more close. There's going to be there's going to be a lot more understanding and love between you and this person. And it looks as if you and this person are doing the work. The work is being done on this relationship. I also see a very strong supporting energy here in the present moment with the King of Pentacles. So your person could have earth energy in their chart. They could be very down to earth. This could be something that you really enjoy about this person. We're going to find out more information in a moment. In the near future, you have the Sun, you have the Eight of Swords, and you have the Page of Cups. In the near future, there's something here that's making you feel alone. Some of you may feel that you're the one that has to support everybody. Maybe you feel that you're doing everything to make everybody happy all the time. And it's almost as if you, Libra, you may be in this place where you may say, you know, what about me? What about what I feel? What about, you know, what is important to me, right? So there's something in your life where you don't really know how the future is going to go. There's a little bit of fear here about the future. There's a little bit of this, you know, what if I'm alone, or what if this doesn't work out? There's a lot of doubt here in the near future, which is making you feel isolated or feeling alone. The good news here is that there is somebody who's coming into your life. I feel there's either an apology, or there's peace made, or there's an offer made here. I feel this is more about an apology and understanding. And the beautiful thing here for you, Libra, that you may not realize is the sun is here, okay, in the near future. And what this is indicating for many of you, this is talking about something is going to improve, okay, in the near future when you least expect it. A lot of you don't see this, but something's improving, something is getting better here for you. Something is finally, this situation in the near future, it's showing up in a way that all the fears that you have in the near future are melted away because the sun is here. So anything that as you get closer to mid-January that you're worried about, that you fear, that you're uncertain about, it all becomes better because somebody here is either rescuing you, or they're coming in to make an offer to you. There's something peaceful here that's coming in for you that you don't see. And I feel that's why the 3 of Cups came flying out in your reading when I was shuffling. You're going to celebrate something because something that you thought was going to be really bad ends up being very positive. So let's get into your reading and let's see what the important messages are for you. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Devil, which is what we see here in the past, okay? So for you, Libra, your challenge here, the Hierophant, okay? That is clarified by the Hangman, the Emperor, and you have the 7 of Cups. Your biggest challenge here between the 1st and the 10th of January is connected to commitment. What is worth me committing to? What is worth my time? What is worth my energy? What is worth me being devoted to? What works for me? What doesn't work for me? Either you're single and you're watching this and you have tons of options, which you probably do. You're probably a very good-looking Libra. As we enter more and more into January, there's going to be this contemplation. Even if you're already in a relationship and this has nothing to do with love, this could even be about the things that you're working towards. Some of you have multiple projects and you don't really know which one to focus on. So your challenge here is to recognize all the options that you have, because you have plenty. You have plenty of choices and options in love, in career, in, you know, projects that you want to do. And you have to look at these projects and say, which one is going to give me the stability that I need? Which one can I maximize the most? Which one can I get the most out of, right? And this is why there could be a delay or why there isn't action being taken at this time. I do get a sense here that February is going to be a huge month for you, and April and February are going to be 2 important months for you. And when Saturn finally enters into your 7th house, that's when you're fully going to be able to commit to something. Whereas January, the first 10 days of January is really a contemplation energy, right? You know, so the challenge here is don't jump quickly into something that you're not quite sure about, that you're not clear on. Really sit with yourself and really be deliberate about this situation, even if it's about love, right? Because some of you may say, oh, I'm single, but I want to get married or I want to commit myself to someone, the important question you have to ask yourself is, can this person bring me the stability I'm looking for? Because once Saturn enters into Aries, especially if you're a rising Libra, a lot of you are going to shift your mentality in connection to your business life, the way you do business, the way you operate, the partners or people that you have in your life. They need to be able to bring that stability too. This is so important. So that's going to be your challenge, right? To look at your options and don't feel that you need to rush. You don't need to rush into anything. You can take your time. You can, do your research. And I think if you do things from this place of almost like Empress energy, when you look at the Empress, you see the Empress, she's sitting on her throne and she's so calm and she's in this feminine energy and she's kind of like, just kind of enjoying life. This is the challenge for you, especially if you feel this push to do something, especially because some of you may think, oh, it's a new year, I need to get going on something, I need to choose very quickly. But that's the wrong advice here, okay, in terms of your challenge. That's what the cards are saying. The cards are saying really be deliberate about this situation, because if you choose correctly out of all of these options, one of these options are not only going to bring you to higher heights, it's going to bring you to a very higher height. It's going to lead to either a solid commitment that is real and true. It's not fleeting. It's a solid commitment that's coming in. Or it could be a career or a project that you're working on that's going to lead to a lot of stability, which means money coming in and stability for your future. So the more you are deliberate about the situation, you're thinking about the situation rather than rushing into it, the more likely it is you're going to commit to it and it's going to reap the benefits that you seek out of it. Okay, so that's the message here in terms of your challenge. Libra, in the recent past, you have the Chariot here. So you moved on from something in the past that was very inconsistent for you. It wasn't quite clear in the past. So you decided to move away from the situation in order to bring clarity to it. You may have decided here to disconnect from a relationship because it caused you a lot of pain, and it ended up bringing forth a major ending that led to a lot of pain for you because you finally stood up for what was important to you. Maybe you felt that you needed to express how you truly felt about a situation. Maybe you didn't like an environment here, certain friends, certain people, something here hurt you. And as a result of that, it came to an end. So you quickly moved away from the situation in order to improve your life. I am getting that many of you were involved in a toxic relationship in the past with somebody who was very codependent, narcissistic, possibly had zero to no direction in their life. Could have been somebody that was very much addicted to certain substances, and it led to a separation for many of you. Maybe you and this person didn't see eye to eye in terms of the direction in the relationship, and it took you a lot to move away from this person in the past. I do feel that some of you had a very high expectation from this person. You saw that there was a lot of potential in this person in the past to become something a lot better than they were in the past. And every time they failed to do that, it led you to a place of saying, you know what, I don't want to hurt anymore. I don't want to feel as if I'm in a situation that isn't in alignment with me. So as a result of that, you moved away. It took a lot for you to move away from this situation. When you finally moved away from this situation in the recent past, I do feel that you became more serious about your life. You started to also become more focused on your Emperor energy. So, you could have been focused more on stability, wisdom, knowledge, creating an environment that was really suitable for you. Or if this didn't happen in the past, you thought about moving away. You either wanted to move away, maybe you didn't have the means to do it for some of you, but most of you, if you had the means or ability to move away, you did. When you finally had a new beginning here in the past, you may have decided to give this person a second chance, especially if you were married to them or committed to them. In the past, you gave this person a second chance. They came in and it led to stability here again. So this is what I'm seeing here in the past. And there was also a lot of healing behind the scenes between you and this person. So there was a lot of unresolved issues that finally became resolved. Okay. All right. So at the top of your reading, you have the King of Pentacles energy. I don't feel this is you. I feel this is somebody that you're dealing with. First of all, like I said, when I was just analyzing your cards, you may or may not realize this in the present moment, but you have a very strong connection to somebody in the present moment. It's a very powerful connection that you have with this person. I see the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So what you don't realize in the present moment is that if you are reconciling with someone or coming back together with them, which I feel very strongly there is a reconciliation here, whether it's happened already or it hasn't, depending on the timeline you're on and how much you believe in this happening. For many of you, this is going to happen after you watch this reading. This connection that you have, there's so much potential here for this relationship to really be successful after a very difficult period. So 2026 is your year. 2026 is going to bring forth a lot of this success, especially if last year was very challenging. This year is going to bring a lot of recognition to your relationship. I feel that you're going to be recognized for something within this relationship, especially if you have a relationship where, you know, you and this person are doing things together, you know, you're doing social media together, you're doing projects together. You're going to meet somebody who actually makes your life easier instead of harder. And all the difficulties that have come in because of the issues that have shown up in your life are going to dissolve over the next 10 days. This is what's happening. So what is actually coming to an end with the world here in January is difficulties that have really affected your relationship. So there's a lot of this, and this is what makes your relationship stronger, Libra, is you're looking at your partner, okay, in the present moment, and you're looking at them and you're saying, look at all the things that we've gone through together. Look how long we've been together. Some of you have been together with someone for 2 years, 7 years, 8 years, 4 years. Like, you've been together with someone for quite some time. Even if there's been a lot of on and off between you and this person, there is communication that's coming in. So even if this isn't happening, for majority of you, this is happening. But if it hasn't happened for you yet, in January is a very important month for you because it's showing you the relationships that really have your back. Even though you've been through stuff with this person, even though things have been challenging, things are going to get better finally between you and this person. And you are going to look at your relationship and you're going to say, look at all the things that we went through together. Look at the challenges we overcame. Look at the things that we accomplished together. So if there is issues in the relationship, and there always is issues in the relationship, okay? No relationship is perfect. I don't care what anybody says. There's going to be issues in relationships. That's the whole point of love. If there's been a lot of toxic behavior and energy that is still showing up in the present moment, you and this person are more than willing to get clear on them. There's no holding back here. There's none of this fake energy anymore. It's like, okay, these are the problems that we have. Let's work on them. These are the things that, you know, we have to deal with them. Let's work on them. So there's a very straight up, upfront energy in the present moment that's so refreshing, especially because maybe in the past you knew that there was issues, but it just led to maybe indifference, or it led to a period of separation, a lack of communication. Whereas now in the present moment, you and this person are looking at your lives and you're saying, we have a big goal that we need to accomplish together. We have something great that we need to accomplish together. So we can't just give up on one another. And it's a very strong, reassuring energy. It's a beautiful energy. I don't know where Venus is right now, what sign it's in, but if you want to comment below what sign, it's probably in a very good place right now, considering the energies that are showing up. So something is improving for you in the present moment, and it's leading to success and recognition if this is something that you want. It's definitely possible. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you in the present moment. Okay. Okay, so at the top of your reading, okay, at the end of your reading, you have the Eight of Swords. There's this slight energy here, Libra, of feeling alone, feeling that something here, there's a bit of this pessimism coming from you, which isn't quite normal. Usually you're very positive, you're happy-go-lucky, you believe in things working magically for you. But closer to the middle of January, you may come into this energy of seeing certain things happen in your life that you question, right? With the Four of Cups here, does this person really love me? Because sometimes you question this person's love, or you question the options or opportunities that come into your life. Is this person being sincere with me? Does this person really care? Does this person really have my best interest, right? So I think one of the things that is very important for you not to forget here in the near future is when your mind starts going a little bit haywire, and sometimes it does, right? Sometimes you get into this overthinking energy. And I see that happening for you in the near future. And one of the things that you just have to be aware of here in the near future is that you can choose to focus on the future and how you want to create your future from your mind, which is oftentimes how things manifest and how things are created. Our mind is very powerful. As much as I say it, I have to remind everybody that our minds are powerful. There's a lot of this contemplation in the near future. Maybe you have more time on your hands, or maybe you just want to contemplate things and sit with yourself and think about them. But essentially here in the near future, just because something here may not be going the way that you want it to, I feel that's temporary, okay, with the Four of Cups. There may be a little bit of this energy of, well, maybe they don't really like me, or maybe they're not interested in me. The thing is with relationships, it's not always going to be fun. There's going to be periods where it's boring. There's going to be periods where nothing is going on. There's going to be periods when you may feel that your partner is busy doing something else and you may feel a little bit inadequate. That's fine. That's normal. But overall, I see you having a choice here to focus on the future and be very deliberate about it, or focus on all the things that are going wrong. Many of you are going to say, you know what? The future. There's constantly this energy of keep thinking about the future. Don't think about what's happening now in the present moment. Think about where you want to see yourself going. And the more you focus on that, the more you're able to get out of this place of feeling alone or feeling as if you're not being supported, because you are being supported. Just at times, it may temporarily seem that you're not. So the more you stick to something here by being positive, by thinking about the future, by meditating, by grounding your mind, because some of you are so much in your mind that there isn't balance here, the more you create this grounded energy, the more you realize that whatever's happening in the moment, it's temporary, and the focus is long-term. And this is what the Hierophant is, which is a part of your challenge. The Hierophant, whether it's a commitment or it's just a project that you're committing yourself to, whatever you're doing, you're committing yourself to something long-term. It's not something that, you build one day and then the next day it's profitable. It's something that you are committing to. So it requires you to check in with yourself all the time and remain positive. And that's something the cards are reminding you to do, is to always remain in this place of positivity. There will be times in the near future that even though this relationship is so strong, and like I said, the relationship that you are manifesting or that's in your life right now currently, or that is coming into your life, or it could be a relationship that you're reconciling with someone loves you here in the near future. I mean, there's a strong connection. I don't think you understand how strong the relationship is here. My combination, whenever I see the sun and the moon come in, this is a very strong soulmate energy. In order for our world to work, we need to have balance. What this person does for you in the near future that you're not quite aware of is they create so much balance in your life. They create this fun, happy-go-lucky energy, and then they create this calm and relaxing energy. There's balance here. You know, the moon comes up at night, the sun comes up during the day. There's this duality here within the relationship, which creates a lot of this strong connection between you and this person. But because there's this slight doubt here in the near future, and all you need is just a little inch of doubt. All you need is a little inch of doubt and everything becomes obsolete. This is, again, the issue that's showing up again, the Two of Swords. You're blocking something. You are, again, not certain about something here. Some of you are even looking at this relationship and you're saying, is this a joke? There's no way that this can be so magical. The relationship that you have with this person is so magical that you question it constantly. Do they really love me? Do they really care about me? What if they're lying? What if they're only telling me what I want to hear? What if they're this? What if they're that? And this is something that you really got to work on. Because all the cards are indicating greatness. There is no doubt that you and this person had problems in the past. There's no doubt about that. You did. You had issues in the past. But I see those issues improving this year, and I see them getting better. Now, it's going to be up to you, but there is a duality here. There's a strong masculine and feminine energy here. There's support here. And there's a lot of love here. And your love is going to show up in a way that's very, very reassuring. And it's going to be up to you to be open to love. Some of you are closed off to love, even though all the signs are there. You're still closed off to it. And many of you might say, well, you know, Monica, whenever I'm open to love, it never works out. It doesn't work out because you immediately shoot it down and you immediately criticize it. And this is something that you have to work on, because the more you shoot down beautiful things that are supposed to come into your life, the more you miss out. Okay, and this is something you have to be aware of. You also have the Page of Cups. So I see, you know, by mid-January, there's an apology coming in from somebody here that you've been on and off with. This person who left or disconnected, I see them leaving and disconnecting again because they don't really expect you to forgive them. Do they want to bring healing to the connection? Absolutely. They are going to come back. This is somebody who's younger than you, or somebody that you had, you know, some past relationship with, but they come back around this time. They are going to apologize. They are going to say, you know, I know why we broke up. I understand the situation now. And they're going to talk about why the breakup happened, especially if you didn't really get closure from this person in the past. This is why the Three of Cups came flying out, because some of you, the first question that you asked as soon as you watch this video is, are they coming back? Yeah, they are. They're coming back. And do I feel that when they come back, you and this person can be a power couple? Absolutely. But if you're not open to forgiving this person and you don't believe that this is somebody that you see yourself committing to, they may end up just kind of moving on from you. Okay. So again, a lot of you have control over what you want out of this situation. It's going to be completely up to you what you decide. Okay. So let's get some advice. So I said it's up to you. You're going to decide. There's the Two of Pentacles to confirm that. Wow. Look at this. The Lovers. There's such a strong connection between you and a specific person. I don't think you realize how strong the connection is. It's insane how strong the connection is between you and this person. Your biggest message here is the Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the High Priestess. When your intuition says, look, this is the one, this is a person who's going to bring stability into your life, this is a person you're meant to be with, this is a person that's going to change your life, this is the person that you're going to have your happy ever after with, are you going to listen to your inner voice, or are you going to let it pass you by? See, Libra, what you don't understand is you're meant to have love. You're meant to be loved. You're meant to love. You are meant to have a stable, loving, solid relationship in your life. And that's something that you shouldn't deny. However, the message here is that you will receive the call, and it's going to be an intuitive one. It's going to be an inner calling for this. Your biggest piece of advice is don't ignore the call. When the opportunity arises and you see somebody here who can bring you happiness into your life, do not ignore the call. Listen to your inner voice. If this person speaks to you through your dreams, or just simply you speak to this person in a magical way from a spiritual perspective, don't ignore it. Take action. You deserve love and you're meant to be in love. You're ruled by Venus. You're a Libra. This is for you, okay? So that's your biggest piece of advice. Don't miss the call. If you want love, if you want a relationship, it is there for you, but the choice is going to be yours, okay? So this is what I have for you, Libra. I hope you got something out of the reading. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.